So Trump's first 2 weeks have been utterly amazing, or a week and a half, I guess. It's not even full 2 weeks yet. It's been utterly amazing. Everybody's happy, except for today, because yesterday the administration announced they're going to put a temporary freeze on all federal funding. So now there's even people that are on Trump's side, are wondering and kind of pissed off. They're like, well, fuck. I mean, now I'm not going to get my check on time. Or I'm not going to get this on time. As far as I know, Medicare and V8 deals were not part of this freeze, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that a judge blocked it until Monday. At least a DC judge put a stop on it, so the payments have to continue. We'll get into that, as well as the other great thing he just did, another executive order banning child sex changes. Weird that you'd have to have an executive order for something like that basically everybody knows is completely bonkers. We're going to get into both of those things in the Insanity Report for today, because it's Wednesday. It's the 29th of January, 2025. It is 4:30 p.m. here in Germany, and this is the Insanity Report for today. So let's talk about the good thing first, all right? Let's talk about the executive order banning child sex changes. That kind of goes along with the statement that Trump made explaining that his Department of Education will direct all of the schools, all of the public schools, and the teachers. They will direct them. There is to be no talk to any child about possibly being born in the wrong body, that they might be another gender. No pushing this insane bullshit anymore. Now, that is amazing. It shouldn't be something that's amazing, because it's, again, like I said, it's common sense shit. But that's what Trump basically ran on, common sense. And to restore common sense to a completely insane country, right? Things like this have to be done. There have to be executive orders put in place to stop the mutilation and child abuse that is happening currently. It has to be put a stop to immediately, and that's what Trump has done. Surely there will be people that are crazy enough to sue over this, like the child sex change shit, because there are people, especially Democrats and leftists and wokesters, that love mutilating children. They love it. It's their thing. It's obviously their thing. So they're going to try to probably sue over this. I don't see them winning in any way, because Trump's executive order has nothing to do with the Constitution, nor do children have the constitutional right to have sex changes or get fed hormone blockers. And the same thing with the schools. You see, there is no reason why teachers have to coax children to believe that they are born in the wrong body. This complete insanity is now over in America, and that is a great thing. It's better even than, a lot of the other executive orders, because it had to be done. So I wrote an article about this a long time ago, warning doctors that were participating in this craziness that they better get out now while they still can, because at some point this will be made illegal. Somebody with common sense will come along. This was before Trump got elected. Somebody with common sense will come along and say, okay, this is insane. And anybody that participated in this knew already that this was insane. So I don't know if the Trump administration is going to try to go after doctors. I think that might be a little difficult, you know what I mean? Although there might be some legal way to do it, and if there is, I hope they go and arrest these doctors that participated in child sex change, mutilation, bullshit. So it's done. The trans thing is done. And I know that there's people out there calling these trans rights, right? People, Trump is infringing on, he's taking away trans rights. No. You see, trans people have the same rights as everybody else, like they should, right? And that is what's not gonna, that's not changing. They keep the same rights as everybody else. Children don't have rights to make decisions about their body long term. And parents who decide for their children they're going to mutilate them, that's child abuse, even under the laws we have now. I mean, it's just clear, right? It's just clear. We know it. It's child abuse. So parents and doctors and school people engaging in this craziness better put the brakes on right now, Because I guarantee you that if anybody does anything in this direction, makes any moves in this direction at all after yesterday, there is going to be hell to pay. I guarantee it. That's Trump. That's the Trump administration, and it's a great thing what he's doing. He is on fire. Now, that said, we'll go to the freezing of federal funding. Look, Javier Milei in Argentina has already made great strides in turning Argentina around. Argentina was a socialist country, been completely driven into the ground. It's completely worthless when Milei took over. And he got voted in by his people because the people had had enough. He explained to the people, listen guys, right? This is not going to be easy. It is going to hurt in the beginning in order to get this country back on track. And that's kind of the same message that Donald Trump is kind of giving people, right? It might hurt a little bit in the beginning, but not nearly as much as Argentina. So the good thing about this, the silver lining about this, if you're one of those people out there that's pissed off because now checks aren't coming, whatever's happening, the freeze, it's a problem for you, just think about it for a second. How do you want to do an audit of government spending? Save money in taxes in the long run, right? Not be taxed to high heaven. Stop giving money to all kinds of bullshit programs that don't deserve it and basically piss it away anyway. If you don't do an audit, in order to do an audit, you have to freeze the money. Otherwise, the country is going to lose more money. More money like the $50 million that went to condoms for Gaza, which is completely bonkers. Why? Who made this up? You know what I mean? Who thought that it would be okay to send Americans' taxpayers' money, $50 million of it, to Gaza for condoms? What the fuck is going on? Right? What the fuck's going on? That's like 400 condoms a person, even for those who don't need them. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's pretty bonkers, and that's the reason. See, if Trump doesn't put a freeze on this shit, money like that is just going to be put out there, because as you guys know, Congress basically just does running appropriations bills. They don't fucking read anything. They don't readjust. They don't re-advise. They don't re-argue it. They don't rehash it. They just go, oh, we're just going to rubber stamp the money again. That's what they've been doing. That's got to stop. That's got to stop. So Trump has to put a temporary hold on the money. I'm quite sure he's not going to cut funding to Medicare or cut funding to VA things. I mean, my parents are waiting for a VA check right now, and they made a joke because they're not pro-Trumpers. So they made a joke and said, look, see what Trump did? He's now going to kill our VA. We're not going to get it anymore. Trying to get me to bash Trump. But I think the VA it's not even part of this. And do you really think that Pete Hegseth is going to be okay with stopping VA checks altogether? I don't think that's happening, right? I don't think it's even happening under this executive order of freezing the money. But even if it is, guys, this is going to be temporary. It's not going to be a big deal. It's just going to be for a while to give them the chance to go in there and look and say, okay, this and this and this and this and this have got to go. Like the condoms to Gaza. That's got to stop right now. It can't be one more year. It can't be, well, okay, well, now we rubber stamped it, so now 50 million goes there for condoms. No, that's crazy, and you guys know it's crazy. So don't be pissed. Don't be pissed at Trump. Look at all the good he's done, right? Look at all the good he's done so far and all the good he's trying to do. And he's going to get fought almost every step of the way by crazy wokesters and leftists and Democrats, because the Democrats obviously have not learned their lesson yet. So he's going to get pushback, but he is doing his best for the American people, as he said and promised he would, and he's not breaking that promise. But that doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy peasy all the way around. So those of you that are angry about this freeze, first of all, you don't have to worry too much because there's already been a court order to stop the freeze, right? So basically, until Monday, there can't be a halt on these on the federal funding. Monday, they're going to rehash it in another court hearing, and then we'll see. But even if Trump wins and the freeze continues, don't worry. Don't worry. They are going to cut the funding or put the funding back on for the necessary things. I'm sure of it. You know, I can't look in Trump's head, but he's not looking to kill Medicare and the American people. He's not looking to make it harder on the American people. He is looking to get rid of exactly these things, this fucking condoms for Gaza shit. Here in Germany, they gave $300 million to Peru so they could build bike paths, right? And what Peru pretty much did is they took the money and then put a little fucking cardboard sign next to a dirt path, next to a road, and said bike path. You know what I mean? So that kind of shit has got to stop everywhere. But in order to stop it, you've got to make some hard decisions. Things have got to be put on hold for a minute so that they can check them. So don't be too pissed off. Trust the process here. You know, right now, Trump has been only doing awesome things. And I don't think that anybody that supports him has the feeling or believes that Trump is trying to hurt the American people in any way. And he hasn't so far. So please, give the guy a break. Give the guy a chance. I think that's what we got to do. We got to look at the reasons as to why he's doing this. Because what you don't want, America's already like 30 trillion or more dollars in debt. If it gets to be too worse and the dollar ends up crashing, then it's going to be like Argentina was. And to get out of that hole, that's going to be painful. So it's a lot better for everybody that this difficult time be taken up by Trump and his administration than any of the administrations before him and probably most of the administrations after him. It is time to rip off the Band-Aid and just go for it, to make America great again. That's what he's trying to do, people. Don't worry about this federal funding cut. All right, guys, I think that I've said enough about this. Great news on the trans crap. We all know, everybody knows it's complete horseshit. No reason to be cutting children's body parts off. Absolutely insane. It's got to stop. And in America, it is stopping. And again, we are feeling the Trump vibes over here in Europe. So I would like it to continue. I would like to let him continue to work. Don't drop your support for him and go with it. Go with it. He's there for the American people. I'm almost 1,000,000% sure of it. I can't imagine why he would subject himself to all of this craziness that he's gone through the last 8 years if he didn't have the best for America and Americans at heart. I can't imagine. And I don't think anybody else can either. That's why they voted for him. So don't get pissed off just by one thing that worries you or makes you angry. Let them do their job. It will be fine. All right, people. If you want to get all my content delivered directly to your inbox, all you got to do is subscribe to my Substack. If you're watching on Substack right now, the links are below. You can subscribe for free or $5 a month. I'd appreciate both. Doesn't matter which one. And then you get all my content, including my articles, delivered directly to your inbox. So you don't have to wait to see them on social media. You don't have to wait for a notification that may never come. All you got to do is subscribe there. If you're watching this somewhere else, follow me there, but go to it'sallaboutlogic.substack.com. That's it'sallaboutlogic.substack.com and subscribe there to get all my content delivered directly to your inbox. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on the next Insanity Report. Peace out.